Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to a 5-minute movement sequence to help your body feel good. Let's start in a standing position. We're going to warm up the spine a little bit. So take an inhale, raise your hands overhead. On your exhale, fold forward. As you're breathing in, roll up nice and slow. Head comes up last. Let's do this a couple of more times. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Roll up nice and slow, making sure that you come up one vertebra at a time, your head coming up last. One more time. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Rolling up nice and steady. Next, let's bring the feet closer together as we head into chair pose. So on your inhale, raise the hands overhead. On your exhale, standing up nice and tall. Let's do this a few more times just to warm up the hips and the lower body. One more. Let's hold it here. Breathing deeply. And slowly coming into a standing position. Let's take another deep inhale, raise the hands overhead. On your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, placing the palms on the floor. Step back into plank position. Now you can stay in this position or you can attempt to tap one knee at a time to the mat. Try and go nice and slow. The aim here is to have the core engaged and not to swing the body from side to side. Doing one more on either side before coming into a plank and holding it for a full breath. On your exhale, I want you to push into down dog, adjusting the feet however you need to. Take a nice deep breath here as we get ready to do some knee tucks by simply placing a slight bend in the knee. Let's do about 10 of these. Try and move on your breath, going nice and steady as we work those hamstrings, working the calves, ankles, and even the shoulders. On our last one, let's hold it here, pushing our hips back, taking a nice deep breath. On your exhale, come down to the mat, coming into tabletop. Tuck your toes under, and once you're nice and steady, raise your knees off the ground, engaging your core here. And we're going to slowly do some shoulder taps, moving nice and steady. Try to minimize the shifting from side to side, keeping your hips and core nice and steady. Let's do about 10 taps, so 5 on each side. And when you're ready, you can lower your knees back down, untuck your toes. And let's just loosen up the spine a little bit here with some cat-cows. On your breath, inhale, dropping the belly, raising your head. Exhale around your spine, bringing the head forward. Do a few of these, or as many as you feel you need. You can even add in some hip movements in here, whichever feels good to you in this moment. When you're ready, shift your weight back onto your heels, coming into a seated position. Once you're ready, let's take an inhale, raising our hands out in front of us all the way overhead and twisting towards the side. Inhale, hands goes up. Exhale, twist towards the opposite side. Let's do a few more of these. Moving nice and slow. Making sure that you breathe deeply. One more. And hold it here, sitting up nice and tall. On your next inhale, come to center, raising the hands overhead. Exhale and twist to the opposite side. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, come to center, raising the hands overhead, placing your palms on the mat. Walk your hands out in front of you slightly. Let's take our right hand, raise it up towards the side, opening up and reaching underneath the left hand. Let's do this a few more times. So inhale, open up towards the side. Exhale, reach underneath the left. One more time. Hold it there. Lowering yourself all the way down to the mat as you take a breath here. And then slowly come back up onto center, opening up, reaching towards the right. Let's do the same with the left. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach underneath the right. Few more times. This time, reaching all the way underneath the right arm. Lower yourself down, taking a few breaths here. And when you're ready, come up nice and slow, opening up towards the left and placing both palms onto the mat. Slowly walking the hands further in front of you as you lower yourself all the way down into child's pose. Taking a full breath here. You can either stay here or you can come up onto tabletop and just do a few more cat-cows, loosening up the spine a little bit more, releasing any stored tension, breathing deeply as we come to the end of our session. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope that you have a beautiful day further.